Going. I just wanted to go live real quick here today to just go over um, a couple things. One of them is I've been thinking a lot about this idea of like packaging and creating packaging as a service provider, right? Like, how do you create packaging as a service provider where you are because maybe it's part of my background in physical products. I mean, a couple successful businesses with like actual physical products on Amazon and our website, but the idea of like packaging and how it has an impact in the consumer's mind is just super interesting to me. So, like, I was thinking today a lot about that, and this week, because like I bought this necklace. This is what got me started on it. I bought this necklace a couple weeks ago, and it like came packaged up like in a box that was this premium box, and then you opened it and there was a leather pouch with a gold zipper, and then this like black credit card looking thing inside that was like the refund and warranty policy, and it just looked so cool. And so like it just added this element of like luxury to the product, and it's just got me thinking about packaging a lot. So I was thinking about that, and it's like, how can you, if you're a service provider, whether you're doing consulting, coaching, counseling, anything like that, even all the way to like a small business where you provide things like HVAC or like an actual kind of a trade like that. How can we provide packaging when you're not selling a physical product? And so I was thinking about it. We have a client that we're onboarding, and like the one thing that popped in my mind is kind of, it almost aligns with, yeah, you can package your service through your logo and branding, and that stuff is obvious. Like that's part of your packaging, and it's what makes your offer attractive, right, in the mind of a consumer. But how can you carry that packaging through to the fulfillment side because like when I got that necklace in the box, that was technically, the fulfillment, the packaging. I didn't know it was going to come in that. I bought it without knowing that. And yet during their fulfillment part of the sales cycle, they went above and beyond with that. So to me, I was just super interested in this idea. I started looking into packaging statistics. Kissmetrics, which a lot of you guys probably know, they did some research into this. They found that 42% of shoppers admit that they base their opinion of a shop on its overall design. 52% of shoppers won't return to an online shop because of its overall look. 60% of customers feel more secure about a purchase when it's packaged with the word guaranteed. And I saw another statistic that was like the actual physical product packaging of a physical product you buy in the store, up to 30% of that decision is influenced by how it's packaged. So anyways, all that's to say, it's super important, and I think can add a tremendous amount of value both in like the fulfillment side of things, as well as like, then those clients or customers are then going to become walking referral machines if you go above and beyond in that process. So one quick win that I think that we can implement, as a service provider really easily is like following through with some kind of just little like gift, right? So this is a client that we're doing some coaching and consulting with, and I just grabbed them like as soon as they came on board, 2 copies of 2 great books, and this neat pen that I got one of a couple months ago and really liked. It's like kind of portable. And so my thinking behind this was that, like, if I'm committed to their success, then I want to give them the tools, like as well, of course, all the fulfillment with the coaching and consulting we're doing, but also like tools beyond that they can take with them. And I don't know, maybe they've read these books, maybe they haven't, but these are 2 awesome books that are going to give them tools to be extremely successful with the type of coaching that we're doing. So in my mind, like, this is a form of packaging for a service-based business or consultancy. So I just thought that was kind of like a cool approach, and I want to implement that more in our business as well. It's like offering better packaging and like helping to bring that through all the way through fulfillment as well. So the other cool thing that I saw this morning was I got this ad for this cleaning company, right? And it just came in right before I was going to go live. And the ad, it's actually hidden behind this live video, so you probably can't see it. But the ad was really interesting because um, it was for this cleaning product, right? So I just want to do like a quick breakdown of their landing page because they're definitely coming at this with the Dollar Shave Club disruptor view. So and it was like, okay, how is this company going to blow up, and how are they positioning this? And I just thought it was really interesting. It's like Dollar Shave Club. Can you see my screen? Is it on here?
I can see your screen.
Okay,
You.
not me. Yeah. So, anyways, this is like Truman's, right? So check this out. They drop this tube in, and it's like non-toxic, it's I think either biodegradable or just better for the planet. Somehow it doesn't use as much plastic waste. You put them in this like jug, and instead of like throwing out the jug, you just replace it, put it in there, which is the product itself is really cool. And what they did here is, like if you listen to Russell Brunson's podcast from a few weeks ago, like he's talking about becoming a category leader and how like everything he did, I mean, he talks about that a lot, becoming a category leader and creating your own blue ocean. And I just thought this was an awesome example of that, because all of a sudden now they're not competing against like every cleaning product. I mean, maybe in a way they still are, but like they're competing against non-toxic cleaners, right? Primarily. And then also primarily to get to that I thought was really cool. But the landing page is awesome. You get like right immediately what it is. They use a lot of humor, so it's not, and I think that's important for a cleaning product. Like, there's all these ads and all these girls on my news feed. It's like, hey, I have these like natural cleaning products, and I'm sure that those work really, really well. But I like with this that the language they're using is more humorous, right? The coolest cleaning company on the internet, probably. Like if they're going to compete against Norwex and these other natural cleaners, where it's all the language you see is just about the value prop of it being natural, having this humor is totally like a Dollar Shave Club, Dollar Beard Club play, where now they're sticking out. They probably, I wonder if these guys took, the Harmon Brothers boot camp or something that they did last year. But this is really cool. So, value props. Let's just tear down the landing page quick. Get clean for a low price or stay dirty for free. Once again, humor, funny, super easy to understand. You get the kit, you get some refills, and then you repeat it. And I like here that they have, where is it? Down here, Team Truman's. So they're totally positioning themselves as like the little David fighting the big giant, right? They're choosing their giant and they're setting up an enemy that they can knock down. And I think this is so powerful. Like, look at this. The formula was simple. You used to mix chemicals with water, trendy scents, and bright dye in a single-use plastic bottle. Then mark it up, ship it to a retailer, and drop it on the shelf next to dozens of its closest friends. A boon for big cleaning, a disservice to the customer and the planet. So the phrase just popped in my head, like choosing your giants, right? They're choosing their giants here, and they're setting up this giant that they can knock down, big cleaning. I mean, does big cleaning exist? Maybe to some extent. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of things in the industry that could be changed. I don't know if it's like some kind of conspiracy, like along the lines of, others. What's that?
They're trying to.
Yeah, like big pharma. I'm not sure that like Febreze is as big of like a conspiracy as they're making it to sound like, but it really is effective language, because it's like, whoa, yeah, big cleaning. Like, yeah, I don't like shopping going and like having to choose what cleaning product, and there's a million of them. And yeah, like those chemicals are all really bad, and there is so much plastic wasted. And so they just chose this giant and like gave it a name, and it's almost like a proper noun here. And by doing that, now they have this foe who can't really fight back. Like big cleaning can't fight back against them. One, because they're not agile enough. This company's small, and that's one of the benefits you have as a startup that a lot of startups don't really realize is that like your agility is a huge strength in your marketing. Being agile and being able to pivot on a dime and stuff is like, man, it's crazy. When you work with like bigger companies, you just see how they will take forever to approve anything. It takes like months to even change a single thing on a landing page, you know? So the fact that now they can do this, like Big Cleaning can't fight back against them. They don't even know this message is out there. So they have this giant that now they're able to like tear down, and the competition, quote unquote, can't fight back. So I just love this idea of like choosing your giants in your marketing language. And I think that's just like super, it's a benefit you have as, you know, a smaller or medium-sized service provider. And then, you know, of course, they're positioning themselves a scrappy as hell company. They're kind of defining who they are. Who knows if they're really scrappy as hell? They could have venture capital, you know, for all we know. Ender Truman's a scrappy as hell company, obsessed with cleaning up the mess and having some fun doing it. But it's very congruent. They really do look like a fun brand as far as their language and imagery and everything. This girl popped up and she had a funny message. I don't know where it went. And of course, they have a mission, right? And like something bigger than themselves. So everyone's talking about us. Well, not everybody, but some people. Some people are definitely talking about us. There's dozens of us. So, anyways, I just thought that like choosing your giants was a really interesting and cool kind of approach. And I mean, a lot of people do it successfully. They're not the first to do it, but I'd say they're definitely doing it really effectively. Like that, Big Cleaning cannot fight back. So, all right, cool guys. Just want to throw that out there quick and hope y'all have an awesome day. Bye.